Meet the secret dealers. Their mission? To make money.
I'll have a go at it. If it's there and I think I can get a profit on it, I'll definitely be the man to buy it.
If I want it, I'm going to have it.
I might be old, fat and over the hill, but I'm still a great antique dealer.
Here we are.
Today, two crack teams of dealers are turning houses upside down in search of hidden gems.
It's beautiful.
The offers fall like confetti.
Am I getting close?
Only just getting halfway there.
That told me. I wish I hadn't asked.
And no one likes to lose.
What you found?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I think I'm going to have very heavy competition today.
There can only be one winner in this game.
Who knows what we're going to find?
The secret dealer's first stomping ground today is a lovely home in Kent. Elsa and her daughter Lucy moved here 33 years ago. Elsa inherited a lot of furniture from her father, and her late husband loved buying bric-a-brac, so the family has spent a lot of time ferreting out antiques over the years.
My father-in-law had bought what they call brown furniture at the beginning of the war, and so we inherited some of that, and then we gathered a few more things on the way.
But now their tastes have changed and they want to clear the decks, so they're hoping to make a mint, flogging less favoured items.
I think the sort of modern jargon is decluttering. There are things that we wouldn't miss very much, and the house needs a little bit of TLC, and I need a new shower.
The dealers under starters orders today are Karen, Simon and Mike. They have just 1 hour to make secret bids on what they want to buy, whilst Elsa and Lucy are away and have no idea what treats lie in store. With any luck, they should spot this silver inkwell, a lovely piece from the 19th century. And this pretty glazed vase is a family heirloom, but can Elsa be prized from this piece of pottery? They'd be mad to miss this delicate skeleton clock, but they only have an hour to get all their bids in, so there is no time to waste. Get bidding, guys.
Come on then, Michael.
Oh, thank you very much.
Mike.
Oh,
Good luck.
well, I'm going to start here.
All right, I'll shoot straight through there then.
Well. Oh.
What a lovely home. Where should I start?
Wow, what an amazing room. You just don't expect that suddenly to open up into this huge room.
Simon's the first dealer to spot the silver inkwell.
We've got a little inkwell here. Inkwells aren't quite as fashionable as they used to be, but this is a nice model. So we've got a London maker. What's quite nice is the sort of reticulated or pierced decoration on that. Then we've got a horseman. It's nice, it's a clean bit of silver. I like.
And there he goes. Simon makes the first bid.
So just bear with me whilst I get up here.
Not one for messing about, Mike makes his opening move on the glazed vase.
About 1910, 1920. Ruskin. If you look closely, good mark, great glazing.
It was made in a famous Midlands pottery named after the artist Ruskin, which was world-renowned for the quality of their glazes.
Well, Ruskin, the guy stumped a lot of money in it, but he broke more than he made because it was a difficult technique. But it's between sort of 1910 and 1900 and 1920 it fizzled out. This is a proper punt.
And so Mike makes his first bid on the vase.
That's that. Let's go.
But Simon is hot on his heels.
We've got a Ruskin vase here. Ruskin is a potter, an English potter, beginning of the 20th century. And this is what they call high fire, which is almost a sort of lustre effect on it. Now, I've had little ones of these. I've never seen one this big. It's at times like this, I wish I'd paid a bit more attention in class at school. Well, I've got one little attribute, I think, which is an eye for something nice. And I have to say, I really like this. Have a bit of a gamble on this one. We'll have to see what happens.
While Mike and Simon are vase hunting, Karen's found the skeleton clock.
This is actually quite nice. The quality of the marble base is very good. Okay, we've got the key and clearly it's in working order. That is a really nice example. Can't see or feel any damage on the dome. What am I going to bid for you, matey? Hello, Simon.
What you found?
Nothing, absolutely nothing. You know
No
me.
bids at all. Can't find anything to leave a bid on.
Don't you love the house, Simon?
It's
Hasn't
a
it
lovely
got
house.
a really nice sort of homely feel about it?
It's nice.
Do you like the William Morris?
Or the wallpaper. Or
Yeah, and matching curtains. Look.
You going to leave a bid on that?
I don't think I'm going to
I
scrape.
can go and get a wallpaper
I'll go
stripper.
scrape
I'll go and
the
hire
wallpaper
one and
off,
get it off
Simon.
for you if you like it.
And Mike's rather struck by the grandfather or long case clock in the hall.
We've got Bristol clock. We've got shipping implications. This moon here is the phases of the moon with the boat on it already. Now that will turn round, that goes with the lunar month. Here we've got the date. We've got seconds ticking away there nicely. It was worth more 10 years ago because the export market was a lot stronger. Having said that, it's a clean clock. My one doubt with it is the fact the case is relatively ornate, but I think the dial belongs to the case. That's what you look for in a long case. You actually look for the dial belonging to the clock. Otherwise, it's classed as a marriage. And there's wedding chapels all around the country marrying up movements to cases, yeah? That's a proper price.
Simon's found a silver salver or tray, and he likes the look of it.
Now we've got an antique bit of silver here. An early London Salva. I'm just looking to sort of get an idea of the gauge of the silver here, because sometimes when they're this old, they get a bit thin. Okay, we'll leave a bit on the silver salver. I think I'm going to have very heavy competition today.
And he looks like he might be right. Mike's also after the silver salver.
Salva looks period. I haven't got a mark book with me, but certainly looks period. And now it's all stood on the table, isn't it?
And it doesn't look like Karen's going to have the skeleton clock to herself either.
Got a nice skeleton clock here. It looks to be like it's under its original glass dome. If you buy it, it's a nightmare because they're not the easiest things in the world to transport. I've broken one or two of these domes over the years, I have to say. In perfect working order. I think there's going to be a lot of interest in that today.
The bids are mounting up. Mike's on Simon's trail again. Now it's the silver Inkwell.
Turn of the century, quite heralded. I like that. This here is decorative, no glass thing. Oh, I guess. Oh, it's getting better, isn't it? That's a cellar. I can use that, that'll go on a desk or something.
Now is Karen about to make it a hat trick of bids on the Ruskin Vase.
Right, what factory is this then? Because they've all bid on it. Oh, Ruskin, okay. It was a very expensive technique to do all these glazes. And for that reason, plus the fact that not an awful lot was produced, it's fetching good money. Do you know, if I hadn't seen those two cards, I might have missed that. That's a bit of luck. I'm worried I've bid too much. Oh, have faith in your bid, Karen.
Yes, have faith. And that's all three dealers in on the vase.
Damn, I haven't had time to do some research on it, but I'll try.
And now it's Simon's turn to take on Mike.
2 years ago, that was a couple of grand all day long. All day long. Unfortunately, it's not at the moment. It'll be interesting to see how the other dealers rate this.
And that's two bids on the long case clock, and Mike might be about to make it a full house on the skeleton clock.
It's a single holer. Hang on, it's not a single holer. It's a two holer. One hole means it's just a timepiece, two holes means it's a strike. That is a good thing. What would I pay for that? Do you know I'll break the dome if I buy it? Because everyone I've ever bought, I think I'll bust a dome. I think that's a full up fair price. If that don't buy it, there's something wrong.
Well, I think Karen and Simon might have something to say about that, Mike. We'll see who comes out on top later. Last bids, dealers, please. Your time is officially up.
I think we're done, aren't we?
Come on, miss.
Is it cup of tea time, Mike?
Coming up, the dealers' bids are revealed.
£1,525.
And some dealers are willing to pay a lot more than others.
Mike, double our bid. What's going on?
You going to go home tonight, Mike, and regret that?
Was it Simon now? Hey.
But there's plenty of cash on offer.
I shall need an armed guard.
The dealers were dazzled by Elsa and Lucy's prized possessions.
They've got a lot of style, this family, haven't they?
This is my type of house, really.
I think I'm going to have very heavy competition today.
But will Lucy and Elsa be dazzled by the dealers' offers?
I think at first I was a bit apprehensive. We now are much more knowledgeable. We're not pushovers.
The ladies have a lifeline in the form of the independent valuer. His verdict will steer them towards a fair price. So how much of the dealer's own money is on offer to Lucy and Elsa?
Within this envelope is the total amount we would be spending with you. Now, we haven't got a clue how much that is, so we're all rather anxious to see what we're committing to here.
Oh, wow. £9,609.
Let's get to work and see if we can do some deals.
Indeed.
So nearly £10,000 is up for grabs, but will the prices be right? Number one on the agenda is the skeleton clock that ticked all the dealers' boxes.
Like the skeleton clock, I've left what I hope is a good bid, but we'll have to wait and see.
I'm worried I might have been a bit mean on it. I know Mike's going to go for that. It's got his name written all over it.
That's a good thing. That's all right. That's a good clock.
So it's something we're all keen to buy, and it's a really commercial lot from our point of view. So I think we're going to stump up a bit. My bid is to you £430.
Well, great minds think alike, Karen, because my bid is very close to yours. Mine is £425.
OK, come on then, Mike.
Go on,
Blow us
Mike.
out the water.
There is my price for the skeleton clock, £955.
Let's see what the independent valuer says, shall we?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Mike obviously wants this one. He's offered more than twice the other dealers. His offer is way above the independent valuation.
Well, I'm afraid I can't possibly match Mike's offer, let alone overbid it, so I'm going to rule myself out.
And I'm not prepared to double my bid, which is basically what it's going to take, and a bit more, and I'm out too.
£955, Elsa, do I buy the clock?
I think so.
I think so.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dear.
And Mike is off to a flyer. So does he know something the others don't?
Mike, double our bid. What's going on?
Karen and I, less than half than Mike. Independent valuer, nowhere near Mike. Mike, way over the top.
Valuers, we call them guesstimators. They're not worth a carrot.
So can Simon do any better against Mike when they go head-to-head for the silver Inkwell?
I think that's a good example of a piece that will be very saleable.
That one's particularly, well made, so I fancy trying to buy that. Elsa, we've both been on this Inkwell. Where did you get it from?
My father-in-law's.
So it's sentimental, is it, or...?
No.
No, you didn't like your father-in-law.
I did like my father-in-law, but it's
Yeah.
interesting and it's lovely, but
So if we offered the right money, that would go in.
we'll have to see.
We'll have to see if we've got the right price here. Shall I reveal first?
You do what you want.
Well, I like the little Inkwell, and I would like to pay you £210 for it.
What did I offer? £170.
Well, that's interesting. Should we see?
Yes.
See what our independent valuer thinks about it.
Wow.
With Simon's bid falling in the middle of the independent valuation, can the ladies lure the chaps to part with more money?
I don't know whether. It's a little bit bent and it takes me out of my comfort zone. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stick, because I was thinking I'd sell it for that. You know, and Sam's obviously a lot better man than me on silver.
I wouldn't say that, Mike, but I think that's a very strong bid for it, so I was hoping you'd accept that.
Well, a little more.
Will only be a little bit more. I'll go up to £215. I would like to buy it.
Okay. That doesn't sound too bad.
I think we should accept
that
his.
one. I think so.
I think we should
I think
accept
that will
his
probably
deal.
be right.
We've got a deal.
Deal.
You have a deal.
Yes.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucy.
Thank you.
So a good result all round.
We managed to get another extra £5 out of Simon, so that was a good deal, I think.
There's definitely a profit in it. I hope everything keeps going that way.
But who will end up buying the Ruskin Vase? All three dealers have left offers.
Do you know, I've left the bid because I can sell it and other people love it, but my heart's not in that bit, I'm sorry.
Love the Ruskin Vase. Really, really like it. I hope I'm going to get it.
I think I might just get away with that.
Lucy, are we bidding on your inheritance here?
Well, I suppose you could say it that
Good.
way, yes,
Say
but
the money
it's,
goes.
it's nothing.
It's not sort of
would mean much to
floating
me.
your
Not
boat,
her
is it?
style.
Not my cup of tea.
Fair enough.
Well, let's see where the money's going, shall we?
Let's get the person who is least enamoured with it out the way. £220, Elsa and Lucy.
Well, I can top that a bit. £320.
And I'm basing my price on what I can get for it, so that's £510.
What's our independent valuer make?
Should we have a
it?
look
I
and see
wondered.
what
Yes,
they
open it
say?
up, Lucy.
That's interesting.
Yes.
With all your offers.
Mike's in front so far, but will Simon try and outbid him? They're both a long way short of the estimate.
I'm out because it really isn't grabbing me, but I know you really like it.
I now have to say that I think Mike's left a very, very good bid on it, and I wish he hadn't. But I'm going to try and top his bid. I would give you £550 for it today.
Well, that's something, isn't it, Mum?
Yes,
What do you think?
yes. Well,
that's a
unless
bit nearer.
you want to go any more.
Does
Well, of course, for the sake of £50, I'll go again. £600.
well, Simon, we've been offered £600. Is any other higher bid you might?
Well, I really do like the vase. And I think it's a gorgeous thing, but there's a limit to what I can do as a dealer and still see a profit in it. Mike really fancies it. He's gone in very strong. He'll probably be really upset when I say 620.
Business is business. 650.
I've now nearly doubled my original offer. I think Mike really wants it that much. I'm going to drop out.
650. Do we have a deal?
Yes, I think we do have a deal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Deal, and once again, Mike has outbid Simon.
Felt a bit sorry for Simon because I know how much he wanted it, but Mike wasn't going to let it go, was he? Bit of a shame.
I think he's given all the money for it. What can I say? You know, I'm gutted.
And the boys are set to do battle again, this time over this handsome silver salver that Elsa's late husband bought over 20 years ago.
I always do well with period silver, and hopefully I might be able to get that today.
I'm not in love with it, but if it's commercial, I'll have a go at trying to buy it.
Well, I quite like it, and Mike obviously quite likes it, 'cause we've left a bid on it.
Well, I've left a bid on it. This is my bid, and my bid is £135.
Right. Well, my bid is a little bit stronger, £185. Shall we see what the dear independent valuer makes
says,
of it?
Mum?
Simon's offer is strong, but Mike hates to lose out. Can he resist going any higher?
Go on, for sheer devilment, 190.
Any higher push
Well,
a little bit further?
if he's going to be a devil, I suppose I better be a double devil, and I'll go to £200.
Oh, thank goodness for that. No.
What do you think, Liz?
Ballpark.
That is not bad, actually, a price we were thinking of.
Well, it's an old
Mike,
one, so...
Are you?
It is
would you-
old.
No, I'm actually, I've retired very gracefully.
You have.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, £200 for the Salva. Is that going to be enough to tempt you today?
I think so.
I think we will be tempted by that offer.
Would
Thank you
you?
very much, Simon.
Thank you very much indeed. Thank you, Elsa. Thank you, Lucy.
Simon bought the silver salver. Boy, I'm really upset.
Well, I've got the silver salver. Thank God for that.
Simon and Mike go head-to-head once more over the lovely long case clock.
It's my money I'm putting out, so I've left what is probably a bit of a mean bid on it, but I think I could buy it for what I've written down in auction.
I know that I can sell that to maybe 20 or 30 different people who will appreciate it. So, the big thing is now...
How much?
What are we offered? Do you want to go first?
I'll
Simon?
go first. Well, let me say first of all, before I show you my bid, that I think my bid reflects what I consider the market to be at the moment for these clocks. So I'm getting my excuses in quickly. but my bid is £575.
I'd be quite happy taking that home. And my bid really reflects what I can get for it today. My price is £1,525. Now, there is a big variance in price, but it reflects where one sells the clock. I'd sell at top-end shows throughout the country. The clock is going. I'm convinced the clock's original. I will make a profit. Simon isn't profiteering, we're just selling different arenas that particular item. So that's the difference in price.
Should we see what the independent valuer says?
I think a good idea.
Well, what do you think?
Mike's offer is on the money, but can he convince Elsa and Lucy to sell the clock to him?
The independent valuation is a guesstimate. I'm a payer. And I would buy that clock anywhere in England.
Any auction, you'd buy that clock for less than what you've offered.
Seriously.
I know, I can see where you're going. What do you think, Lucy?
I think it's interesting. Yes, it's.
Do you want to give me £25 back for luck?
No.
No. I think we will be interested
Good doubt.
in
Well done. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's going to a good home.
It's another victory for Mike.
I think Mike's bid too much money for that clock. He'll never admit it.
Oh, does Simon know? Hey, leave it out.
There's been plenty of fierce competition between the secret dealers today, but that's been good news for Elsa and Lucy.
But today, the three of us have spent with you £5,849. £4 for you.
Thank you.
I shall need an armed guard.
A picture.
Coming up, the dealers are hunting on new ground, and some aren't playing by the rules.
I think Alison hid something.
And they're not having it all their own way.
What are you going to do?
We can ask for more. Am I getting close?
Only just getting halfway there.
That told me.
The dealers will be delighted with their next port of call. This coastal cottage in Cornwall is full to the gunnels with an array of antiques and collectibles. Some have been bought, some inherited, but it's all potentially up for grabs. The owners are Simon and Desmond, who moved here to escape the rat race.
The only other life ambition I had was to live in the village here, and it probably took me 20 years longer than I meant it to, but I got here eventually.
Simon used to work as a theatrical publicist in London. He couldn't help but hang on to a few souvenirs of his time amongst the great and the good.
It's an odd mix of things that you collect over 20-25 years, I guess.
Simon has also inherited antiques from his father, plus the pair have carried on collecting.
I'm hoping they're going to find some things that I've sort of stuffed away in the back of a cupboard and forgotten about. Hopefully they'll make a few discoveries.
There are some real finds for the eagle-eyed. Like this treasured 19th century silver teapot, it's been in the family for generations. Tucked away in a jewellery box is this golden ruby pin with a figure of a hare on it, guaranteed to set the dealers' hearts racing if they can find it. Simon's back to do battle and hoping he can do better this time against David and Alison. And they have no idea what they might find in the house or who lives there.
Here we are. Here we are, boys and girls. I think I might have a look upstairs. Come on upstairs with me, Al. I'll be here. Could be the best offer you've had all day.
Could I resist?
Well, let's try and take it all in, see what we've got. I'm going to go and have a look this way.
Maybe the person that lives in this house is a thespian.
Who would live in a house like this? Oh, I'm so sorry, Lloyd.
Is that silver, I wonder?
David is the first dealer to spot the family silver teapot.
Probably sort of pre-Victorian, so it's about 1840-ish. Maybe 1830. It's going to be scrapped because it's engraved and there's very little you can do with it. And who has... Today we all drink our tea out of tin mugs, don't we? Or china mugs.
But that's not stopping David from making the first bid for the teapot. Up in the bedroom, Alison has found the hare-headed pin and she's managed to keep it a secret from Simon.
It's beautiful.
It's a little shiny stone.
It's a rabbit.
It's not a bunny, it's a hare, Alison. Luckily, she makes her money from identifying antiques and not animals.
I don't think the handsome Mr. Schneider.
You can hear Alison whispering in the background. She's saying what a wonderful, fair dealer I am.
I was saying how handsome you
And
are.
how handsome, yeah.
Naughty Alison pops the pin where no one will find it. Simon's none the wiser and happily distracted by the discovery of an 18-carat gold wedding ring.
I wonder how much of this will actually be for sale. I wonder if these wedding rings are of any sentimental value.
Well, indeed it is. It belonged to Simon's father.
15 carat.
He bids, he leaves. Hot on Simon's heels, Alison and David are also quick to lay down their cards on the wedding ring, making it a hat trick of bids. Meanwhile, David's celebrity spotting skills are about to be found, well, wanting.
That's the country and western singer, isn't it?
Dolly Parton? Luckily or not, Alison is on hand with a musical cue.
Working 9 to 5. Da, 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 da.
My ears. I think you should both stick to your day jobs.
Actually, you could do her very well, couldn't you?
Steady, David.
You've got some of her attributes.
What, you mean I've got legs and blonde hair?
Yes.
Yes, moving swiftly on.
So let's have a little sit down here.
Silver lover Simon has got his hands on the teapot that David has already made an offer for.
Okay, so we've got what is known as a bullet-shaped silver teapot. Really nice shape. Imagine making that out of bits of silver. You have to be a real craftsman.
So Simon's bid joins David's, and seconds later, Alison's made it a full house of bids on the teapot.
This picture then.
Upstairs, Alison spots a sketch by Patrick Proctor.
Was he a contemporary of Hockney David, this guy?
That's right, yes. So I understand.
But they both have no idea of its true worth.
I wouldn't be able to put a price on it.
No, but shall we have a punt just for the fun of it?
Okay, all right. The whole essence of this business is buying things that you know all about.
He's
and
right.
Then there's speculating. And this is a speculative bid.
To be in this
Simon,
business, you've got to have a little bit of a gambler's instinct.
But Alison is all out of luck because David's found the hidden hairpin.
Oh, it's quite sweet, isn't it? Little bunny rabbit.
It's a hare.
Looks gold.
And Simon's got in on the act as well.
We've all had a go.
We've all had a go at that. There's only one thing left to decide now, David.
Yes.
Which side do you want?
David's bid plus Simon's means all three dealers are in on the pin, even if they don't actually know what animal it is. It's a hare. With just seconds to go, Simon's burrowing in the basement where he finds a watercolour he fancies.
I think you should go. Simon's down there.
Is it scary?
Very. I think it might be haunted.
You don't want to come down here.
It isn't long before the other dealers sniff them out.
Typical. I do all the
Simon, is
work,
there
then they
anything
come
down
in at the
there?
end. No, nothing at all.
Oh, are you telling me the truth? Are you fibbing?
Well, a bit of both, really.
Oh, that's
Just a little
very
marine
nice.
painting.
Newland School?
I doubt it.
I
I had
think
to go
it's
and dig
quite
that
nice.
out.
Poor Simon. He did all the hard work finding the painting. Now he has rival bids from David and Alison for his efforts. The dealers' 60 minutes in this crowded house are nearly done. There are bids here, there, and everywhere. The dealers have let their money do the talking.
Right, well, I think I'm done here.
After the break, the bids are revealed.
£315.
And that means good news for some
We've got a deal.
Money for nothing, really. I'd forgotten it was there.
and disappointment for others.
Gutted.
You rascal.
It was the one thing I would have liked to have left with today.
It was the piece to go home with.
Who was this?
The secret dealers have had to work hard to uncover the booty hidden in Simon and Desmond's seaside haven.
I love the house.
But it hasn't been plain sailing.
I think Alison hid something.
I feel a bit guilty.
They found some quality items,
So somebody who lives here obviously appreciates fine art.
but what matters now is who has bid the most money.
Providing somebody doesn't fall in love with it, I should buy it at my offer.
Simon and Desmond don't need to fear the dealers, as they have a secret weapon in the form of the independent valuer. He is on their side. His estimates will help them sell, say no, or haggle for more.
Well, certainly won't be an easy pushover for them.
How much money will Simon and Desmond make today if they accept all the dealers' offers?
Well, it's more than I thought.
How much is it?
£2,373.
Whoa, we've done well.
Well, let's go and have a deal then.
Let's.
Who was this?
First up, it's the 18-carat gold wedding band that belonged to Simon's father.
That band, it's gold weight. It will go for melt. I do not know if it has any sentimental value to the owner.
It's just a nice thing to put in the pot.
Now, is this something that's of great sentimental value?
It was my father's. It's something that's got sentimental value, but at the same time, it's not a ring like my mum's engagement rings.
No. Well, I can tell you straight away, the value is definitely determined by the weight of this. I think all three of us weighed it, and we've all got a sort of an idea of the valuation of it.
Right.
Well, shall we see what the prices are like today then, our gold prices?
OK. Who's going first?
I'll go first, if you like.
All right.
I have offered you £145 for the gold wedding ring.
Okay.
I've offered you £210.
And I've offered you £206.
Right.
Well, I'm out.
Okay.
So it's between you two.
Well, look at the independent valuer's price. Neither of you have come up to the figure that they've got on there.
It's a good offer, actually, but that's not stopping Simon wanting more. And the dealers don't know what the independent valuer thinks it's worth.
Alison, would you go any higher?
The margins are very tight, but there is a devil in me. To 11.
You rascal.
It's really to indicate how tight our margins are.
Yes.
Just a moment.
He's digging deep, chaps.
£2, making it £212.
I think we should go with the 210 offer. I'm very happy with 210.
What a good sport you are, Simon. Thank you. Thank you.
Well done, David.
You rascal, you.
Well, that's a first. Simon and Desmond agreeing to take less money than they were offered.
I thought David's bid was a fair offer at 210, so quite happy for him to have it at that.
Yes, I mean, always happy to make a profit, and there's a sure profit in that.
Sharp-eyed Simon spotted this seascape in the cellar, but all three dealers ended up bidding on it.
I risked life and limb to get that watercolour, climbing up right at the back of the basement there.
Have a shop by the coast, and it'll sell. All those sort of water marine pictures do.
Well, yeah, it's a bit of marine art, but it's probably not the best quality watercolour I think any of us have seen. But I think we've all had a little bit on it, though, nonetheless.
Absolutely. Had a go.
Just interesting, very interested to see.
Well, I shall reveal first, if you like.
OK, Simon.
I think your watercolour is worth £40.
I think your watercolour is worth £42.
And my offer is £58.
Nice. And do any of you know anything about the painting? Any of it?
No.
It's just you're just bidding purely on the aesthetic value.
On the market.
It's what we would call in the trade a pot boiler.
Right.
It will sit nicely on any wall, and it's nice that it's in its original little gilt swept frame. And it is a marine scene, which I find I can sell quite well.
Yeah, exactly.
Shall we have a look and see what the...
Yes.
And see you're thinking about something.
And they say...
Do you want to reveal that?
Can't share that. Your expression tells all.
50 to 80, there we are.
You see, once again, pretty much on the,
Yes,
on the nose there.
We're all very close on this one.
It's a good offer from Alison, but is it enough to persuade Simon and Desmond to sell?
I think paintings of this genre, generally speaking, I think £58 is a strong offer, personally. But, so I'm out.
Simon, any more?
I think I'm with David on this one. I think Alison's actually made you a very fair offer for what she describes as a pot boiler.
Well, chaps, you two don't want to step up to the table. I don't want to pay any more. Do you want to take my £58?
I don't think it's an unreasonable offer. Yeah,
Hey, Alison, it's a deal.
Well done, darling. Thank you.
So a good deal for everyone?
The watercolour was money for nothing, really. I'd forgotten it was there.
There's not a lot to be said about it, really. I hope she managed to get a small profit on it.
I can buy little pictures like that at auction for £20, £30 all day long.
Those boys have really been trailing. They need to step up more, don't they?
And Alison also bought this lovely golden lapis lazuli ring for £220. But David took home this 1950s 9-carat gold ladies' watch of £125, and Simon paid £48 for this 19th century mahogany writing slope. All the dealers are after the silver teapot, who wants it most?
Absolutely up my street. I just hope I can buy it today.
I mean, I've made a bid for it on the basis of silver, frankly. My price may not buy it because one of the others may buy it as an article.
It's a charming little piece. I think Simon described it as a bullet teapot, which it isn't, because bullet teapots are like bullets. They're round.
About 20 years ago, I suppose, Mum got it valued just for insurance purposes and was told it was worth a couple of £1,000s.
Oh, at least.
Stuffed it away in the bottom of the wardrobe then, hid it because she thought, oh, well, actually, we're not going to use it.
And nobody's seen it for 20 years.
So should we get into making some offers?
I think so.
Won't be £2,000, I'm afraid.
I'm sure the
Simon.
price has dropped.
£315 is my
Okay.
bid for your teapot.
And my bid for your teapot is quite similar, actually, £340.
Right, it's the same sort of region, yes.
Same sort of region.
And my bid for your teapot is 370.
It's the highest bid. Right. I have to say my instinct would be to keep using it at that price.
Right.
And enjoy it.
I've probably been a little bit tardy, so I would be willing to raise my offer, and I would bid you 375.
Okay.
I think I'll back down at that.
Well, I'd go up to £385 for it, but what's probably very interesting is what our independent valuer thinks of it.
Of course.
So why don't you have a look at that before you decide?
Yes, yes.
Simon has made a very good offer, but will it be enough to tempt Simon and Desmond to sell?
Our real instinct is to keep it because family ties.
Would £390 buy it, Desmond?
I think for that it's more a price of sort of keeping onto it and enjoying using it, I think.
Am I getting close?
I think we're probably only just getting halfway there, I think.
My £390 isn't going to buy your teapot today, is it?
Not today.
No.
Oh dear, it looks like it's just not Simon's day.
Gutted. I'm gutted. I really wanted that teapot. It was the one thing I would have liked to have left with today.
The teapot wasn't the only item to stay put. Simon and Desmond weren't dazzled by David's best bid of £140 for the platinum and diamond ring. Plus, they couldn't be parted from this Victorian bow-fronted mahogany chest, despite Alison's tempting offer of £150. All three dealers had a bid on this pencil drawing signed by Patrick Proctor, but it turned out to have a very personal connection.
If you look at the picture, is this fine pen sketch of me about 20 years ago. You could sell the picture with me as well and get double the bargain.
The gold and ruby hairpin is the one all the secret dealers want to walk away with.
Really, providing somebody doesn't fall in love with it, I should buy it at my offer.
That is the only thing I've come for. That will make my party. I love it, and I really want it.
Good.
Well, shall we see how the bidding's going on this one?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I'll go first if you like. My bid for Bugs Bunny is £80.
Okay.
Oh, my bid for beautiful little rabbit tie pin is £110.
Anything higher?
Well, boys, you know you can rely on your Auntie Alison. My bid for this lovely piece is 190.
She really
Right.
did want it,
Absolutely.
didn't she?
She did want it. Well, I'm out, I'm afraid, with my paltry bid for the rabbit.
I think so. I don't think we'd consider you.
Right.
Shall we have a look at the
Yes.
independent valuers?
Alison wasn't joking when she said she really wanted this. Her bid has smashed the top end of the independent valuation. But can Simon and Desmond squeeze any more from her?
Well, my recommendation, I mean, it has to be that you should take that offer, because I certainly can't match it.
So, the boys have dropped out,
Yes, it's down
and
to...
you have a willing buyer. What are you going to do?
We can ask for more.
Would you go higher?
And thank you very much for your contribution, Desmond. Oh dear. What sort of figure are you thinking of then?
I think around the 250 mark or somewhere in between.
What does the independent valuer say, out of interest?
Well, I'd rather keep that
Sure.
to myself at this point.
And I don't want this to be the rabbit that got away.
No,
However, I don't want to pay through the nose.
quite right.
So my offer would be 210.
I'd say 220 and you can have it.
I'm very sorry. At 220, I
that
would
too
rather
much?
let you keep it.
Right,
It is too much.
So,
Well then, 210.
210?
Is that
We've
a
got a
deal?
deal?
210.
You sure?
Yes, 210.
I shan't forgive you for your contribution. 210. We've got a deal.
So Alison beat the boys to buy the bunny. I mean the hare.
It was the best quality piece in the house. It was the piece to go home with.
Well, there goes Alison again, paying way over the top. Afterwards, she must think to herself, I could have got this for less, you know.
But will Simon and Desmond be happy bunnies too? The dealers offered them over £2,000. They had high hopes, so it was tough to tempt them to sell. So with the deals done, how much money have they made?
We have had to dig deep. £962.
Very good.
So who wants the notes? Oh, my darling. You're worth every penny.
The secret dealers fought hard and spent over £6,000 of their own money today, but they didn't even manage to get all their purchases home in one piece.
Do you know, I'll break the dome if I buy it. Because everyone I've ever bought a finger busted down.
And guess what? Mike managed to break this one as well. Alison's daughter dropped the painting that was discovered in Simon and Desmond's cellar, so she's having it restored. But don't feel sorry for her. That hare-headed pin she went all out to buy made her a £220 profit.
It was the best quality piece in the house. And I got it. And I got it sold.
And Simon had a frustrating day, being outbid mainly by Mike.
Bit worn out today. I should go to sleep and dream about Mike Melody spreading pound notes around everywhere.
Am I bothered? Don't think so.